actually insane because the main video that took off for me is still my biggest to this day. It was of a destination trailer. If you know, you know, they're like the house on wheels kind of thing. If you want to be specific, it was a 2024 Wildwood 42 FLDL, which is the model name. But it got 37 million views, and I was like, it just kept climbing and climbing over like 6 months, and my brain couldn't handle it. I was like, this is really happening. I gained 500,000 followers from that one TikTok. I was like, this is insane.
Welcome to The Social Party, the ultimate hangout for creators, dreamers, and doers who are ready to level up their social media game with your host, Allie Schneider, your hype woman, content queen, and the mastermind behind strategies that turn likes into lifestyle upgrades. Whether you're here to learn how to go viral, sell with style, or just have a blast creating content that works, you're in the right place. So grab your favorite drink, turn up the volume, and let's get this content party started. Because here, every post is a chance to shine, and every day is worth celebrating.
I am so excited. We have Savannah with Savvy About Campers on the podcast today.
Hello.
Savannah, do you have your favorite drink with you? Because we like to drink.
Oh my gosh. Yes. No, you sent me an email. You said put your favorite drink in front of you. So I have my Celsius, my go-to.
What flavor is it?
The green teas, the peach mango green teas. So good.
I haven't had that one. I actually saw on your Instagram story this morning that you're a Sagittarius and I'm a Sagittarius.
Are you really? Oh my God.
So when's your birthday?
It's November 26th. So I was one of those babies that has, I don't know if it's 4 or 7 years. I'm not that smart, but like sometimes it's on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What
oh
about
my
you?
gosh. I'm December 2nd. So
Okay.
yeah, we're both kind of, do you feel like sometimes you have Scorpio vibes?
Slightly, yes.
Slightly. Sometimes my friends are like, you're a little bit more of a Scorpio because you're kind of emotional. And I'm like,
Thank you so much.
I know. So Savannah came across my TikTok while I was scrolling one day and she was doing an RV review. And I was obsessed. I literally followed. Am I going to buy an RV? Maybe one day, and I will go find it from Savannah because she is amazing. So I want to dig into your story. And first of all, did you wake up one day and you were like, I want to be an RV reviewer? Or like, how did you even get into the industry?
Oh my gosh. So it's actually kind of a funny story. I was working at a car dealership as like one of the people that would respond online to you. And I was goofing around a little too much. Young Savannah, she's a wild child. Kind of still is, but I got fired from that job. And then the same day I got hired at an RV dealership to be a marketing girl. And I was like, this is perfect. I love marketing. This is what I want to do. Eventually, it was like a small mom and pop dealership. So the sales manager at the time, she really wanted to retire. She was the owner's wife. And I was like, ooh, this would be perfect for me. I can move up in the ranks. So for the short time, I was there for about 3 years. So for the time that I was there, I was a sales and marketing manager. And it was around COVID and TikTok had become a thing and everybody was obsessed with campers around COVID. And so I was like, I'm going to do this for fun. And I started posting silly little things here and there. One video was like of my boss dancing, and I told him that it got 2,500 views, and he was like, oh my gosh, you have to keep doing this. And I was like, bet, I will.
Yeah.
So I've been in the RV industry for, I want to say 5 years now. I worked for the dealership for a little bit, and then I figured why not be closer to where they're all made, because currently right now I am in Elkhart, Indiana, which is like, I think 80% of the U.S. campers are made in this county, which is crazy. But yeah, I figured why not move up here? I worked for a manufacturer for a while. Now I'm back on the dealer side. So it's been quite the journey.
How long have you been there?
I've been at this dealership now since June. So 6-7 months-ish.
Yeah. Did you, when you were, when you got your first like marketing job, were you ever marketing before, or did you like come into this learning everything on your own?
I learned it all on my own. My mom owns her own business, and so I kind of like dabbled and practiced like doing her social media for a little bit. But no, I didn't go to college. I didn't go anything for it. It's just self-taught, which is crazy.
That's so awesome. Those are like the best stories when the people who take off have never even been on marketing and they're helping people sell RVs like left and right.
Yeah, it's insane.
So what was the video that took off for you? Like what was that first video that you were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening."
Yeah, no, it's actually insane because the main video that took off for me is still my biggest to this day. It was of a destination trailer. If you know, you know, they're like the house on wheels kind of thing. If you want to be specific, it was a 2024 Wildwood 42 FLDL, which is the model name. But it got 37 million views, and I was like, it just kept climbing and climbing over like 6 months, and my brain couldn't handle it. I was like, this is really happening. I gained 500,000 followers from that one TikTok. I was like, this is insane.
That is insane. My top video is 7.7 million views. I can't imagine
Dang.
35 million views and the notifications with that.
Oh yeah, it blew my mind. Absolutely.
What was the comment section like?
The comment section, oh my gosh, they were just like, if I had to buy a camper, this would be it. This seems unrealistic. This is actually a house. A lot of them, it's so funny because I get negative comments that are like, I would never live in something like this. It's going to fall apart. And I'm like, okay, there's definitely some like bad reps, but we got to get the, what do you call it? The voice out there that you can actually live in campers and it's fun to do so. But yeah, no, I actually had like famous people commenting on it too, which is insane. Like I had some football players, I had some influencers, but that was like 3 years ago. Still love
Yeah.
it. It's like a great memory though that I love to go back to.
But you still have videos to this day that are getting millions of views, which is
Mm-hmm.
huge. I changed my entire niche on social media. So even though I have the followers, I'm entirely rebuilding and it sucks so bad. But it's
Oh,
like,
it's so tough.
but
Yeah.
it's just when you're rebuilding, you have to be okay with like losing followers too, because I mean, people follow you for a reason. And so I am just like rebuilding that. And so, but to have a video go constantly, like you're getting one. I just saw one the other day. It had, I don't remember, it was like 3 point something million views. It was the one where you were
Nice.
outside and the misters
Oh
were
yeah. Yeah.
misting on the little patio. And I showed my friends, we were out at a bar. I was like, look, this is who I'm interviewing on Tuesday. And I showed them and they were just laughing. They both followed you. And so
Uh-huh.
you have great content. Did you get sales off that video?
I did get sales. So what's really cool about the dealership that I'm working for now, they made my own website for me so that anybody that's like actually looking for a camper, instead of, you know, because you have people that watch them, which is really cool. You can dream, you can watch and whatever. But if you're like actually looking for a camper, you can fill out this like 5-question form, which is super easy. And then my team and I, we get together and we like actually find you your perfect camper. So it's really fun.
That is so awesome. So have people traveled to you, like not that are just in Indiana?
Yeah, so actually when I was in Florida working at the dealership, I had people stop in. They were like, "You're that girl from TikTok." And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "We came just for you." And I was like, scary, but so cool.
And now you're doing like meet and greets. Didn't I see you this weekend at an RV show? And I love it because you were like hiding under a camper.
Yeah. RV shows are super long, especially when I don't know, I'm just a normal person, so like meeting these people all day, I'm like, your girl needs a break. So I like crawled under the camper and was like, whew, had to do a little woosah, you know?
Yeah. So when you meet the people or how do you feel like this has changed your life? How do you feel like social media has really made a huge impact on you?
Oh my gosh, it's gotten me career-wise where I never even thought I would be, which is just insane. Like just posting them for fun versus this being like an actual job now is so amazing, and like I'm so grateful for it, but like life-changing would definitely be the right words for it. Um, you know, having people watch my videos and comment and, you know, kind of follow this journey with me, whether that be personally or just like RV wise. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. How do you get your confidence? Okay, so for me, like I show up as myself online and
Mhm.
I make funny jokes. I feel like because we're both Sagittarius, we're like kind of funny,
You got to
And
play the goofy side. Yep, yep.
and so, I mean, I'm myself online, but I also I'm not going to lie, I have this kind of block where I'm like, okay, I can't say that because I might offend this person. But you, my friend, you will say it. You will say it. How do you get like the confidence and like it's almost like an I don't care what they say back kind of thing. How do you get that online? Because that causes a lot of engagement when you're okay with just saying those things. Like how did you get that?
Um, well, I've kind of been just like a blunt person overall growing up. You got to be the fat, funny friend. So you always have to say those like controversial things, I feel like, in my brain, just to put yourself out there and feel like, oh, yeah, I'm getting the attention like everybody else. But it, when I do see those comments come in, it makes me like, oh, they are listening. Like, I need to keep doing stuff like this. And whether that's good engagement or bad engagement, it's still engagement. You know what I mean? And being that like authentic self, like I would make these jokes if we were just walking around the camper, like you and I. So whether it's just you and I or whether it's in front of millions of people, I'm just going to be myself, and authenticity goes a long, long way.
Yeah, 100%. I preach that all the time a lot. And I think that's kind of goes into my next question. When I think there's it's called Camper World. It's here locally where I live in Texas. And so
Mhm.
when I went in there one time, so we had the idea of like living in a camper and we never went through with it, but we did have that idea at one time. And we went
Mhm.
there and they were just like real suit and tie type people. Like you wouldn't find like someone like you in that store. So like how has it affected like your relationships? Like do they look up to you? I feel like maybe those people are older than you. I don't know. That's how the vibe is here locally. Like how does that like affect your work environment?
Right. So, like being in the RV industry, there are a lot of old people, and there's a lot of old people that buy them as well, and that's some people's demographic. But the really cool thing about my page is that like I found my niche of like maybe you're not going to buy a camper right away, but eventually you're going to see me because I'm not some old dude walking through the camper, telling you what's what. I'm like here to have fun and like I don't know, seeing other dealerships that are so black tie and are so serious. I'm like, this is camping. This is fun. It literally does not have to be serious whatsoever. Literally show me where you're going to put your booze at in your camper. Show me, if your butt fits on the toilet. Like those are the fun things about walking through a camper and seeing if it's actually going to work for you. So the black tie thing is just really not my style, and it's not the style of the dealership that I'm working for either, which is really cool. I actually am today going to be posting some behind the scenes content of the show that I was at this weekend, and you'll see. I mean, we got white boys twerking. It is a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so much fun. I love that you're bringing the fun into it. And then it also makes people feel like they can go and not really be sold to, right? I mean,
Right.
that's the ultimate goal for you to make a sell, right? But at the same time, they don't go and feel like super pressured. And I love that.
Exactly. People are finally steering away from like the pressure sales tactic and just like trying to be your friend.
Yeah. And then they could literally ask you a question and you would answer, like, does my butt fit on this toilet?
Right, exactly. I'd be like, test it out yourself. Let's see.
Yeah. So when you were at the Florida location and then you moved to Indiana, did you get an
Mhm.
opportunity like someone reached out to you or did you were like, I'm ready to expand?
So it's actually kind of funny. I had a connection up there, which was an old social media guy, and I texted him and I was like, "Any job opportunities? Like, I'm ready to make the move." He was like, "No, there's no opportunities." Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, okay. So I was just scrounging the internet like every night trying to figure out some manufacturer that has like a marketing position, and then I finally found a social media manager position at a manufacturer, And I was like, all right, this is it. And then packed up, moved up there, and I've been here almost 2 years now, which is insane.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I also loved how you said, or you had mentioned really quick about you've always been kind of like the fat funny friend. I totally
Mhm.
relate to that in so many ways you don't even know. And so a lot of
Mhm.
my community, because when I first started online, I shared my weight loss journey. So a lot of my community is plus size. And so if they're listening to this, I think they can totally relate to that too. But I love sharing that because so many people think, oh, I can't show up online yet because I haven't lost the weight, or I have to do this. Like right now, I'm missing a tooth and I get my implants in on Wednesday. But like for the last 90 days that I have waited for this, I'm like, I don't even want to show up on social media because I don't want to show my teeth. Like, right. And so, like, there's things like that that I feel like we stop ourselves when we could literally just go for it and just see what happens. And those things that make us different are actually the things that help us win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because people see online like, "Oh my gosh, this girl looks just like me." Or, like, even if it's not for campers, people are following me because I, have a nice style, or I mean, not to make, I do kinda have some great style, but but, maybe they wanna have the same hair color as me, or it doesn't have to be campers. It's literally, like, whatever they like about you, that's why they're gonna follow you. It's not always your super niche, you know?
I love that because I follow you for marketing because I'm like, this girl is ball about marketing. I swear the day I buy RV, I'm coming for you. But you're so good at marketing. You're so likable. And so for me, that's why I follow you because I'm like, I need to see what this girl's doing. Okay, so you're 27 years old. So you have your whole
Mhm.
life ahead of you. Like, where do you see yourself?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, the great thing about it is I have no idea. Like, I'm at the point in my life right now where, yes, obviously, I do love the job that I'm in. My lease is coming up soon. It's ending soon. I might buy a van. I might buy an RV, live out of that. I think people would really enjoy that kind of content as well as my tours. But right now, it's just really up in the air. I maybe hop from dealership to dealership making content. I don't know. I obviously love RVs. I'll probably stay in them forever. I have a tattoo of an RV, so I'm like in it for life. Um, but I don't know. And it's so much fun not knowing, to be honest. It's a little scary, not gonna lie, but it's so much fun.
You literally have your entire life ahead of you and you have so much time to figure it out. But that would be so cool because for you to buy a camper and then travel to each little place and make content for them and build those businesses up, girl, you have so much coming for you.
Dude, I'm so excited.
So, what is when you read the comment section? I'm going to go back to your social media real quick. When you read the comment
Mhm.
section, some of these videos that you make, the comment section is literally gold. When people write things like that, like what are you doing at home reading these?
Oh my gosh. I am such I okay, picture this. I'm sitting on my couch, I'm in my sweats. I literally am just like giggling to myself and like kicking my feet because my commenters are just if not more funnier than I am. Like these people, the stuff that they come up with is so funny. I love all my followers and just clicking through them. I mean, sometimes that's even the best part of the video is like, with like funny videos, you go to the comments just to be like, "Oh yeah, I thought that too," or like, "That's hilarious." But I love reading the comments.
Yeah, sometimes I'll read comments and I'm laughing. So I'm laughing harder than the actual video because they're that
Mhm.
hilarious. So
Exactly.
okay, so let's say someone wanted, and I'm not just talking about RVs, like car dealership or any kind of like salesperson. What would be your advice for them if they're like, I want to get on social media, but I'm just scared to take the step, or that they are on social media, but they're scared to like be authentic or themselves, like or they don't even know how to stand out online. What would you say to them?
I would say find your niche first. Everybody can do the song and dance online, and you got to find that certain thing that makes you special. Whether that be I talk to my salesmen all the time, and they're like, "What do you think my niche would be? What do you think my?" And it's not something that I can personally like give to you. It's something that's like, what's special to you? What can you not get tired of time and time again? Because when I do step into a camper or when I do make a video, you do see me repeat some jokes sometimes, a lot of times. But you just can't get bored of it ever. So whether that's, you can do movie quotes, you can, whatever race or whatever, height or weight or whatever, that can be your niche. You just have to find it.
I love that because some people are like, I want to show up, but I can't be funny. Like they're just kind of not the funny person, but you can
Right.
still show up and make an impact without being funny. You just have to find that. I actually have an episode that's coming out this Wednesday. So when you're listening to this, it will be February 12th, by the way. But when you're listening to this, it's the episode that launched on January 15th. It's called Your Secret Sauce. And I actually have a workbook that goes with it that kind of helps you like figure out what your secret sauce to showing up online is. But I'm super excited about this. Is there like anything that has been your favorite moment through it all? Like what was the one thing that stands out for anything?
Oh, one thing that stands out. That's a tough question. I think from working at the manufacturer, we used to hire RV influencers and like they would come and record their content and I would be the one setting up the campers. So I got to meet them and, be their help for the day. And just the total shift of like me being the influencer now and people helping me out. It's just like, wow, I've made it. Or like little things like my username being on my name tag instead of like I work for a manufacturer now. Like it's strictly me. Just little things like that blows my mind and just makes me so grateful where I am today.
Because that was never your goal, right? Like that, I mean, your goal was just to like probably make it, right? And now you're actually making it.
Yeah, no, it was really never my goal. It's so funny because most of these people are like, oh yeah, I just did it for fun. And I literally was just doing it for fun. And here I am today. It's my full-time job and I'm having a blast.
I love that. Well, listen, I think you're going to inspire so many people by telling this story. And where can they go find you on social media? And then if they even want an RV, like where do they go?
Yeah, so things are a little bit crazy with the band going on right now. But as of right now, I still have my TikTok, which is Savvy About Campers. That's my main one. I do post more exclusive content and more day in the life stuff on Instagram, which is Savvy About Campers. I'm debating whether I want to do Lemonade or Red Note or whatever, trying to hop over to figure out which one's going to fit me best. But if you are looking for a camper, it's just savvyaboutcampers.com. There's like 5 questions, super easy, and I'll be able to help you out.
Or have you got on YouTube yet?
Oh, yes, I am on YouTube. I think I have like 20K on YouTube, which is pretty good. So still trying to push it, see what we can do.
Yeah, she has over 700,000 followers on TikTok. I would hate to see TikTok go. I hope that it doesn't. That is everyone. A lot of people that I interview on here are from TikTok. And so I mean, it's just been life changing for so many people. And it's so funny. I was just talking to my friend this morning and I was like, it's so crazy because it's like 10% of your followers on TikTok is like what you have on Instagram. Like I have 200,000 on TikTok and 2,000 on Instagram. And like, it's just insane. And I really don't think that if TikTok does go away, I really don't think that they're going to be on Instagram. I think people are tired of Meta. So we will see.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited to share this story with my following. And if y'all need anything, if y'all want inspiration for marketing, if you want to buy an RV or you just want to laugh, you need to go follow Savvy About Campers. Thank you so much, Savannah. And
thank you for having me.
Yes. Bye, guys.
That's it for this episode of The Social Party. If you loved what you heard, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a chance to level up your content game. And hey, why party alone when you can join the crew? Head over to www.theallieschneider.com and grab your 30-day plug-and-play content plan. It's time to create content that shines and makes you the life of the social media party. Until next time, keep it bold. Keep it fun, and remember, you're just one post away from your next big win.